Good D by Citron.
Austin looking backdoor and got it to Cunningham. Found a crevice.
The Indiana Fever are unique. In the team's opening preseason game against the Washington Mystics on Saturday, Sophie Cunningham's fiery personality was evident.
Speak with the Fever general manager, and she just loves that Emily is playing so well as of late here in D.C. Here's Clark.
After a fight over a rebound left Cunningham on the floor, she not only lit up the offense of the Fever, but also gave Mystics rookie Kiki her first league greeting.
52, Washington with the lead. Drop off to Smith, finishes it, and the foul. The tacking finish.
The first opportunity to witness what this new team, which includes new coaching staff, has in store for this new era was Saturday's exhibition game. The Fever played a tough game against the Mystics to start preseason action. They performed without Caitlin Clark, the star. Although it wasn't significant, she was held out because of discomfort in her left leg. Despite the small injury, which was described as a slight tightness in her left thigh, she continued to teach, support, and celebrate by jumping up and down.
Caitlin seemed pretty active on the bench today. Just what was her leadership like? Just kind of on the sidelines, and do you have a status for her for tomorrow as well?
Yeah, first of all, her communication was outstanding. Seeing different things on the floor and being able to communicate that in huddle. I heard a lot of different voices, but when you're not playing, it gives you a different perspective. And I felt like she did a really good job of that with her teammates, and she did a really good job of that with us in the coaching staff. Just different things that she's seeing.
She's just seeing different things. Cunningham thus took the lead for Indiana. She took on a leadership position and performed admirably, although not without some minor injuries. Sophie Cunningham earned the nickname Spicy Sophie during her 6 years in Phoenix. She gained notoriety for her flair on the court, her post-big shot celebrations, and her tough physical play. Mercury Games now serve a trademark cocktail called the Fiery Safarita as a result of this, and she lived up to the moniker at her first appearance with the Fever. On Saturday afternoon, Cunningham was the driving force behind the Fever, who were without Caitlin Clark due to a leg injury.
Working pass, it was too high. Hull pulls down the rebound. Here's Cunningham again. Cunningham, coast to coast.
This season, Indiana's attacking strategy is based on the Fever's quick ball-swinging skill, which Clark will improve once she rejoins the team.
Olsen was the 23rd pick in the draft. One of those players trying to make this roster as Cunningham just fighting through traffic.
The Fever had an 11-point hole going into the second quarter as their attack faltered in the first quarter without their engine. During the second period, when the Fever scored 22 points while restricting Washington to only 14, glimpses of Indiana's potential were evident. As the Fever returned to within 3 points of the Mystics' lead at the half, Cunningham was a catalyst off the bench, scoring 8 points in the second quarter. However, Cunningham's influence wasn't free. In the opening preseason game of her WNBA season, she endured some cruel treatment at the hands of the Washington Mystics.
With just flying colors, and there's the takedown from behind that she didn't like so much, and then steps up and says...
Renowned for her bold demeanor and strong playing style, during the victory over the Washington Mystics, she was in the midst of several heated moments. After arguing with rookie Kiki Arifin, Brittany Sykes shoved her. While they were attempting to get a rebound, Cunningham became entangled with Kiki Arifin, a rookie for the Mystics. Kiki Arifin, a rookie for the Mystics, had her arm wrapped around Cunningham's torso as they battled for a rebound. Arifin leaned forward, causing Cunningham to be thrown to the ground as the ball escaped to Cunningham instantly appeared and turned back to face Arifin. But the referees soon separated them. The tone for the remainder of the game was set when Dana Bonner went up to protect Cunningham.
Whistle. Shot too strong there from Olsen. Cunningham pulled it down, and here's that feistiness.
There you go.
She is fierce.
They're going to review it.
With 35 minutes remaining in the game, she played a team high and energized the crowd off the bench. The audience, which Cunningham claimed was the sixth man, is also largely responsible for that spark. When she had the opportunity, Cunningham made sure to engage the fans by waving her arms in the air when the Mystics requested a timeout or shouting to them after forcing a turnover from a Mystic. Having such a large crowd is an honor. At a preseason WA game, More than 12,000 spectators showed up. Cunningham is even more honored to have those supporters by her side. However, the game remained close despite her exertion and energy boost. Washington took an early lead of 2,413, but Indiana closed the distance and was only down 38-35 at the interval.
Has a lot of size. Austin, handoff Mitchell, bullseye.
In the second half, Indiana's perseverance took over, enabling the Fever to triumph in overtime. In the contest, Lexi Hull recorded 4 steals, and 4 Fever players scored in double figures. Indiana forced 25 turnovers, 13 of which occurred in the second half. That focus on hustle plays and attention to detail created a window of opportunity, which the Fever took advantage of to win their first preseason game of the year. Indiana led by 3 points going into the final quarter, following a run in the third quarter of 1913. In the end, the Mystics and Fever played overtime, with Indiana defeating Washington. To defeat the Mystics, the Fever needed more session. To force overtime, they made 6 free throws in the last 90 seconds.
The win is a credit to this group and their commitment on the other end.
What did Sophie's energy mean to you guys?
Oh my God, Sophie's a dog. She just is, she's a competitor. She's versatile, so she allows us to do different things. Like, she plays with such a toughness. She's huge, and she's going to be for us all season long. But what she brings from an energy standpoint, she raises the level of play of everybody around her as soon as she steps foot on the floor. Hell, even on the sideline. I mean, her communication, everything. She's definitely an X factor.
In Indiana's first preseason game of the year, with 12 seconds left in regulation and a 2-point deficit, Sophie Cunningham went to the free throw line. Cunningham made both of her attempts, ending the game at 71 points and requiring OT. The Fever would go on to defeat Washington 8-3 in overtime, winning 79-74. She leads the Indiana Fever to victory in OT. Her unwavering enthusiasm maintained the momentum and paid off when it counted most. The players are in sync with themselves and their teammates, knowing what is best for the team even if it doesn't include them. This is the kind of culture the Fever aspire to create.
Kelsey, thank you. Here is Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Aggressive attack, and she banks it home.
I mean, she is the ATO.
Fever player Dana Bonner was always by Cunningham's side, filling in when things went rough and giving advice on how to handle the bumps and elbows, so it wasn't all bruises and hard screens. Despite having a difficult start, Indiana settled into a rhythm halfway through the game. The Fever remained composed and ended the extra period with a 5-point advantage, demonstrating depth and resiliency even without Clark.
I felt like she did a really good job of that with her teammates, and she did a really good job of that with us in the coaching staff. Just different things that she's seeing, different pointers for us in terms of maybe even communication style. I thought she was really engaged, and I felt like at one point she wanted to go back and put her uniform on and come out and play. As far as status update, she had a lot of progress in the last 24 hours, and that was our goal. Our goal is to see how she progresses.
She sent a message to her admirers after winning. She informed the media that she was aware that many fans spent a lot of money to watch the team play, and that they want them to enjoy themselves as the season approaches. How do you guys handle those?
Mitchell has some space, driving on Prechtel. Mitchell puts on the brakes. Mitchell with a shot clock down to 5. Mitchell into traffic and lays it in.
Coming into the season, and how do you guys manage those?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're all competitors and we're here to win, right? And so I think this is a fresh start for a lot of people. It's a new era for a lot of people. They have a great people that they kept from last year who are young. They want to do the dirty work. They want to win. And then you have a lot of championship experience that are brought here. And so just the combination is super smart. Now you just got to put it together, right? And I think that's going to take a little bit of time because there's a lot of new people. But I think at the end of the day, when everyone's willing to kind of put the egos aside and do the dirty work and get your teammates involved and trust that good things are going to happen.